right, thank you so much for tuning back in to another reaction video. My name is Chris.
My name is Sam.
We are Offset.
Era.
All right.
We're back.
We're back. It's been a little bit. We took a couple days off for some just banding stuff.
Yep.
And playing some shows. And we're back with another week here.
Yes, we are.
And to kick it back off, we're bringing back
Elite Bata.
I don't know if this is the original video. I don't even think they spelled his name correctly. But you guys have overwhelmingly suggested this song. Still Got the Blues
By Gary Moore.
Yeah, we just went back to revisit that original song to hear exactly what
I'm honestly not too familiar with Gary Moore's solo career. I'm more familiar with him as a member of Thin Lizzy.
Yeah. Well, we checked it out just to see what it was like as the original, and noticed it was kind of like a very kind of a slower tempo.
Yeah, very very late, very slower tempo, very very not very fast playing, very soulful, very drawn out, just really just like getting as much as he can out of the notes,
Right.
Very very bluesy. It's still got the blues. Gary Moore was very blues inspired. He was of that decade, 70s, blues hard rock,
Right.
being a member of Thin Lizzy on and off throughout the years, and God rest him, he was a tremendous guitar player.
All right, but we are checking out a Leap's version of it again, fingerstyle. Looks like it's on the acoustic.
Yeah, so don't expect like this isn't going to be like us having like intimate knowledge of the song from listening to it so many times on the radio. So it's more or less just like refreshing ourselves from listening to an original rendition. So, but I imagine it's going to be his approach is going to be similar to like the lead melodies, some of the bass or the rhythm melodies, and some of the vocal harmony as well.
Right.
So I imagine it's going to be a seamless and very memorable blend of the rendition. So
definitely interesting to see how he tackles some of the solos, because there are several, and with that style of playing, we saw a lot of like what he was saying as exaggerated bending and stuff. So I'm wondering how that's going to translate over. All right, well, let's jump into some of these comments. Again, we mentioned this was not on his official channel. It's probably a repost of some kind. But,
dude, that pinky has its own life. Sadly, the original video got taken down, probably because of copyright issue.
All right, well, if we do run into a copyright issue, you may see this in an alternate format. Make sure you visit our Patreon to see that original format if you don't want to see all that stuff.
In addition to all other reaction videos that Chris has had to edit due to copyright situations like this. So you'll see unedited, uncensored, none of the bleeps, none of the blurs or the black bars or anything. Everything in all its glory.
This one says, great technique, amazing feeling as Gary did. Very nice.
Maybe Moore got the blues for someone, but Alip got something much more than a blues for all of us. Thanks, Alip. You are the greatest.
All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and jump into this one.
I agree. And anyone jumping in with us for the very first time, welcome to the channel.
Welcome indeed. We have a very extensive Alip playlist for all of our reactions. Make sure you go check out our channel to view that, and feel free to, on this video or on our community channel, go ahead and put in some more suggestions about what we should be checking out next. But if you're not new to the channel,
you know what time it is.
You know what time it is.
It's time for
the glorious,
the epic transition.
All right, without further ado, we got
Still Got the Blues
by Gary Moore,
as played by Elite Bata, fingerstyle.
All right, here we go. It's got some reverb or something on it. You can hear some background sounds too. Just because I know we've seen him in this setting several times, is there a backstory to where he's playing? Because I hear kids in the background. It sounds like he might be like a teacher, or maybe he works at the school or something.
I remember reading on his Wikipedia page that he's a forklift operator, so maybe if
he has no job right now.
I was gonna say if he, or maybe are they his family, or are they like, or like, does he live in like an apartment complex or a condo or something, and they're just like fellow residents of the apartment complex? So like who are these kids?
Where is this guy?
And what are they doing in this video?
Right, here we go. Gotta readjust. Okay. Okay.
Very nice.
A lot of augmented chords. Ooh, nice. So to me, when I'm watching this as a guitar player and seeing all the chord and variations, I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not hard in the traditional sense, I guess, of playing chords, but it brings me back to when you first started playing guitar and you're starting learning chords, and like certain notes would just buzz out and stuff because you weren't playing the chord correctly. And that still happens to me on chords I'm not familiar with or new stuff that I'm learning. Like, it takes me a while to kind of get it down to where you can just play it. And watching him doing some of these chord inversions is just insane, because I know how hard that is. And like, especially with the one he was like doing, he's got two fingers on the same fret, on the same fret, but on two different strings, but he didn't want to play the middle one, so he's playing two fingers right there, and he had two of the fingers up like
that is
this.
So, I mean,
yeah, it's taxing.
It is, especially to make it sound clean.
Right. And then on top of that, he's playing a chord structure and then hammering on with the pinky, which is what one of the comments was mentioning, how he's doing a lot of pinky work.
Yeah.
The majority of it, from what I can tell, is
it has a life of its own.
He's doing
his
chord
pinky. His pinky. It's alive.
He's doing chord inversions, and then he's adding the pinky on top of it to like change the chord, which is cool. Alright, there, put a little pull off. And then a slide with that finger. There's another slide. And pinky up here on the freaking. He's doing so much with that. So many hammer-ons and slide-ups. Double slide-ups.
Yeah.
That's another hammer-on pull-off. I was wondering I was gonna do that part.
Yeah.
Let's break some of this down real quick here.
Yeah.
So we got slide down up. So doing it, slide up,
Yeah.
Then hammer on off. So you
Hammer
click
on
a
pull
note.
off.
Yeah, so you click the note with one finger pressing this fingers. In this case, I think it's hard to say on the because I don't have a post. I don't have it paused in the correct position, but I think he's playing. He's got his ring finger holding it down, holding a fret down. Then he's hammering down on the pinky. You play the note. You use this finger to percussiate or hammer on the second note, and then you flick off the note with that pinky to produce it. So you're actually only picking it once with the right hand, and then both of your other two notes are going to come from this finger doing the motion. So for me, it always was like hitting it, pushing it down hard enough to make it percussive and producing the note, and then taking this finger and actually pulling it off the string to actually pick it a second time. So when you do it in succession, it comes to these little cool triplets, and that's where you see a lot of like the '80s style guitar players with the crazy fills just looping those together, and then that's the basis of like other stuff that came along later with the tapping and conjunction with that.
Tapping came around at the same time.
So then that becomes a quadruplet. Anyway, that was annoying and nerdy. Here we go. He's adding other things on top of it too. Now he's scooping at the end.
All right, that was just showing off.
It's like, I don't know how to end this, so all right, here we go. That was awesome.
How am I gonna end this as cool as possible?
All right, still got the blues Gary Moore cover with Mr. Alip here.
I think Gary Moore would be very proud of that cover.
I absolutely agree. I think it was really great, smartly done. It could have been like from the beginning, I always kind of envisioned it. Could it stand alone if it was not a cover, right? In this case, you wouldn't. If you have never heard that song, or you had heard that song, even that withstanding, you may have vaguely recognized this song, but to me it was a piece of music that it could have stand on its own, even without being a cover. The fact it was a cover, so those unfamiliar with the song probably would never even notice that it was not originally in this style. That's how good it is, and how well it works together. I loved how he took in some of the licks and stuff that Gary Moore played in the original, still with the, keeping with what his style, but also putting in even like that thing he was doing at the end of the original. He managed to slip that in there, and that's just another example of him like taking iconic things. Like, you remember these parts from this song, I gotta make sure that they're present in this arrangement. So it's very smartly done. You can tell that he's like an actual like fan of the songs he does, because as a listener, these are the parts that he includes, or as a listener and a fan of the music, these are the things that you would as a fan want to hear. You know, like if you know these songs, you're going to be like, yes, I want to hear that vocal line, or I want to, this guitar part is, you know, iconic for this song. And he makes sure that, I think he smartly takes the highlights of everything that he puts together and highlights them in a way that that makes you remember about the song and really enjoy and really appreciate what he's doing. I think it's and again, the covers, I feel like they are kind of like a music appreciation of I love this band, I want to cover this song, or I love this song, I love this arrangement, but I'd like to. That's
another cool motive, or not, or I wouldn't say motive, but or I guess intention for doing covers. Just at the end of the day, to show appreciation for for a song that you like to listen to, or a song that means something to you.
Yep. So that was our reaction to Still Got the Blues by Gary Moore.
Yep.
I know there's some other stuff out there. I'm still specifically looking for an electric guitar kind of video from Mr. Elite. We know he can shred the heck out of an acoustic guitar, but let's move into some rock.
Let's see him plug into a Marshall staff.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we're going to see that, but I know he plays on acoustic, or excuse me, on electric, and he has some original stuff. So feel free to comment on this video. Go to our channel, community tab, and click on the latest reaction thread there. You can add. I'm constantly checking those, so make sure you put your comments in one of those two places and I'll look out for them. But in the meantime, we are Offset Era.
2/3 of Offset Era, Southwest Florida's premier 3-piece punkcore act. We have an extensive playlist of all of our original music if you're curious as to what punkcore entails and how we sound. And we are also more than halfway through a full-length CD, which is going to rock your socks off.
Yep. Tentative title, I think right now is Decade Down, but that may change depending on what other songs we write for the album. Hopefully in another couple months. I'm not rushing. We got through halfway through it and we're like, we should probably learn these songs.
Yeah, let's really like learn them inside and out, so we can actually play them live.
Right. And then another 4 songs and we'll be out with another one.
Yeah, probably after the new year.
After New Year, probably sometime next week, or probably by summer, maybe even. We'll see. We also have a show coming up.
That's right. Friday, November 8th, we're going to be at the Herd Opera House in Arcadia, Florida.
Can't wait to look out for that one. We're going to be adding more details as that one got booked, since it's a new show.
We were just up there this past Friday. That was a fun time.
Yeah, had a good show up there. Hopefully have some more. Have some other little private events we'll be playing as well.
Yep.
So just keep on out. Of course, we'll be doing more reactions as they come in. So just stick with us here.
Speaking of reactions, we just hit and passed 40,000 subscribers.
Yes, that was a big milestone for us.
That is a huge milestone, an absolute triumph considering how we started and where we are now. And
exactly.
It is not within the realm of impossibility.
Yeah.
To hit 50,000 by the end of the year.
Yes, please.
I keep saying that, once we hit 50,000, something huge.
Hopefully something does. But we're happy to do what we're doing, and we're glad that we have the support of the community out there. So thank you again for that. We appreciate it very much. But speaking of the band, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook,
and of course YouTube.
So subscribe to continue seeing our content.
Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button.
Do all the things.
Yes, all the things.
We also have a Patreon. If you want to support us, you can do it that way. We'll do this regardless, but it helps out with keeping the lights on.
Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you.
That's it for this video. Thank you again for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let us know what you want to see in the next one.
And we'll see you then.
We'll see you there. Peace out.